Don't agree with your next one, though.
My next one, it was tough. I was either going to go for Dejan Lovren or John Stones. I went with John Stones because if we were doing this on Monday, I may go for Lovren if he gets through the final without doing something mental.
Lovrenish.
Which is always a possibility. He's right. He was saying after the semi-final, I don't get enough praise, I don't get enough respect. I'm world class. I'm world class. I'm one of the best centre halves in the world. And he's right. For 89 minutes of every game, he is. But there's always a moment. It's that cockiness, it's the moment of relaxation that you just can't have, where he's liable to just push somebody over when they're heading towards the end line needlessly and give away a penalty. So if he gets through Sunday, Lovren probably slides in there. I just think Stones was so important to the way England and Southgate wanted to play.
But are you going to remember how good he was at the end of this World Cup, or are you going to remember a ball watching and a missed header? A couple of missed headers over the tournament where, because he showed us what he could do, there were other opportunities for him to continue doing that and be like one of the best defenders in the world who also scores goals from corner kicks.
Well, at half-time in the semi-final, I would have agreed with him in being in our team. But he, as you said, is key to the way England wanted to play. He's always had the belief and the confidence, even when he was under Martinez at Everton, to try and bring the ball out of defence, even when he was making those mistakes, even when Martinez dropped him from the team because he was under pressure from the Everton supporters to do so. And he just stopped doing that in the second half, as did all of them.
I think he was hung out to dry by his manager by leaving Jordan Henderson on his own in the middle of midfield. Much like Pickford, there were no options for him. There was nobody looking for the ball. Dele Alli and Jesse Lingard went missing. They were too far away. Whereas earlier in the tournament, and all right, it was against lesser teams, when they were playing it around inside their own penalty area and he was really taking the risks, everybody was dropping deeper. He wasn't having to send 50, 60-yard balls forward. He could actually pick out a nice pass. I still thought in a World Cup semi-final, there was 5 or 6 occasions where he just stopped dead and he told Dele Alli, pointed, you here. And instead of playing the simple ball to his right-hand side, he pinged it 20 yards straight down the middle and set them off an attack again and again. Maybe he does need a little bit of what Varane has, a bit more awareness, a bit more strength in his tackle. But for any team and for City going forward, I think he'll be back in that City starting team.
Who would you have instead? Lovren?
Probably. Yeah.
I think
I also think Alderweireld had a good tournament as well, and outside of them, Godin was brilliant until their second knockout game. And I always like Diego Godin, as I'll mention later when we get to the left back. But
Harry Maguire was excellent as well. From where he's come from, talking ahead of the semi-final, that probably the biggest game I've ever played ahead of this was a League One playoff final. To look that comfortable, to be that good on the ball, was quite surprising. Because to be honest, I got it wrong with England. I thought he should have picked Chris Smalling, just because if Chris Smalling, I felt, was playing for Leicester, people would say, what a centre-back, but he was being criticised because he was with United. But actually, Southgate said, I want guys who can pass the ball, who are comfortable with it at his feet. And Stones looked so comfortable at that level.
I think Stones gets some of the credit as well for the way that Maguire looked so comfortable with the ball at his feet.